Hello everybody, I am here with you all today making a layout that I have created I used 6x6 paper pads, but that's because I have a lot of them from when I was receiving the Scrapbook and Cards Today sample kit. Oh, sorry, something just tickled my throat out of nowhere. So that's what I'm using to create all of these Mickey head punches. I'm pretty sure I'm listening to music here and like playing along with the beat. I was listening to Disney music as I made this layout. So this first part of the video is at real-time speed because I wanted to show you how I selected which sized punch to use for this. And like I said, I use 6x6 papers. That's because I have a lot of loose 6x6 papers from the Scrapbook and Cards Today sample kits that I had been receiving. So I selected most of my pages are from there. Then I did have to go in my 6x6 paper collection to get some ones from colors that I just didn't have. But I think that this would be a fantastic idea for using your scraps, because all I did was punch Mickey heads out of the different papers that I had chosen, and there's no reason why you couldn't use a tiny little scrap of paper to punch out the shapes. So here I'm just going to compare the sizes because I have a few Mickey head punches. They're all from EK Success. I'm pretty sure they're all EK Success. I think I purchased all of mine from scrapbook.com. I don't know if they're still available. I truly have no idea. I purchased mine about a year ago. So I hope they're still available, but if they're not, maybe you can find them on like a secondhand website or somewhere like a Tuesday Mornings or something like that. So here I put them in order of size, which looks really cool. And I was tempted to do this with my scraps, but then I decided not to. But I was tempted for a second. And then I was looking at like the shapes and the sizes and stuff, and I do end up going with the largest one. The largest Mickey. So in a second, I am going to come back having inked and glued down all of the Mickey heads to make a background. I did not make you watch me do this. It took me a while. So I am going to come back now, and it's all finished. I did ink all of the edges with a dark gray ink. I use archival ink in watering can for that. It's a nice alternative to black. It's not quite as harsh. Now, these pictures are of Shamel, and I am aware that I am not Shamel. However, I was there the day these pictures were taken. I was at the event where she taught us how to take these pictures. And not the only reason, but the main reason I'm adding these photos to my Disneyland album, aside from the fact that they're amazing and gorgeous, is because I want to remember how to take these pictures. So when I'm flipping through my album in the future, I'll be like, oh yeah, Shamel taught us this really cool thing with fairy lights or twinkle lights, depending on what you want to call them, on how to take pictures really cool with them. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to scrapbook about. And that's what I'm going to write about in the journaling. I don't do the journaling on camera. I do it off camera because I actually do write in the journaling how to take these pictures. Like I said, that is my reason for scrapbooking these photos. I do have permission to scrapbook these pictures. Everybody who went there on the event, we all shared the photos that we took, including the ones that Shamel had taken with her own camera. And I believe these pictures were taken on her camera. I do not have the settings for how to take these pictures. If you have a camera, you would just have to experiment, because that's what I'm gonna have to do. So I'm using some thickers that came in the Hip Kit Club for April. I'm sorry, I had to sneeze. My allergies are so bad right now. I did take medication this morning, but it's not helping yet. So those thickers are pink, and they're kind of like a pearl finish on the top of them. It's shiny, but it's not sparkly, and it's not a shimmer either. I would say it's a pearl finish. They're really pretty. I don't know what collection they came with or anything like that. I just know that I like them. And then I'm going to use these teeny tiny little tile stickers from Simple Stories Color Vibe. It is a relatively new release from them. And I'm going to add those in, and it is in the dark gray color as well. I didn't want to add black onto this layout because there's a tiny little bit of black in the black and white polka dot. But because these pictures were taken at night and they were already dark, I really wanted to contrast with lighter and brighter colors. So my idea was to create a rainbow of Mickey heads. However, that didn't work out. I ended up, they're mostly in rainbow order, but I did end up rearranging some and swapping some out so that I didn't have like a line of polka dot Mickey heads across, because that happened. I think this is a journaling card from, I think it's from Close to My Heart. It came in the one of the Scrapbook and Cards Today kits that I was talking about. I pulled out a whole bunch of my kits and I was like, oh, okay, let's use these up. Because I have a basket of them in their baggies. So I was like, let's use these kits. That black and white sticker that I'm adding is from Cartabella. It is from their summer market collection, I believe. And I added it in mainly because I wanted to fix that spot right there underneath the title. I don't know why I didn't put the letters closer to the pictures, but I didn't. That's okay, because I used the sticker to mark out 3 little teeny tiny areas of embellishment. I do not do a lot of embellishing on this layout because the background is kind of crazy. So I don't add a lot to this layout. And honestly, after I had punched out the heads and inked them all and glued them on the background, this layout literally took me about 5 minutes. Probably wouldn't have taken me as long if I hadn't been listening to music that I was singing along to and not paying attention to what I was doing. But anyway, that's besides the point. I do add in a teeny tiny word stamp, and I'm sorry I stamped it off the video for you, but my camera angle, is I have to push my layout up fairly high on my desk to get it underneath the camera angle, so then I can't see what I'm doing if it's something like stamping. So I did just bring it down to where I could see it a bit better. And I just stamped it on a piece of branding strip paper. Yeah, and I'm just adding it down there at the bottom. It says something like something to remember, I think, which works out well because on that journaling card I am going to write how to take these pictures. Then I'm just adding some glitter enamel dots from Doodlebug to each of the little areas. And then that is it. I will add my journaling on that card. But that's all. This layout is super easy and very impactful. So thank you for watching. I'll see you later. Bye.